Look, if your goal is to become financially free, to make $10,000 per month or more, so you can finally live life on your own terms and quit your job, do not start by investing. In this video, I'm going to explain why investing in the stock market or crypto is keeping you broke and miserable, and what I personally do instead. Now, since it's probably the first time you and I meet, why should you listen to me? My name is Fred, and I'm an entrepreneur from a lower middle class background. I went from having only $400 to my name over 5 years ago to making upwards of $1,000 a day at 21, selling services and consulting. I speak to a lot of people on a weekly basis, and a lot of people come to me, and one of the very first things they tell me is that they've blown thousands of dollars in the stock market or in crypto, because typically they have a few $1,000s to invest, they don't really know what to do, where to start, and they want to become financially free so that they don't have to work all the time and they can have more free time to do the things that they love. And so they started to watch YouTube videos by some of the popular gurus, and they think, you know what, let me invest in the stock market, or worse, let me invest in crypto, because these people are looking for a passive, easy way to get rich. The problem with investing is that you won't see quick returns. Now, you could go into something like day trading, but most day traders lose a lot of money. And my problem with investing is it won't directly change the quality of your life. Let me explain. If you were to follow the advice of the so-called financial experts, you were to save $200 to $400 per month to invest them in the stock market, yes, of course, over 30, 40, 50 years, you would end up much wealthier because of the compound interest. However, the truth is, you will wake up 2 years from now, 5 years from now, and you still won't have an incredible life. You will still have to go to that job that you hate just to pay your bills, your living expenses, your taxes, and on top of that, you will have to restrain yourself even more, because now, to be able to invest $200 to $500 per month in the stock market, you need to save that money. So it's money you can't spend on rent, on food, on clothes, on hobbies, on travel, on nice things, on spending time with your family. So am I saying that you shouldn't invest into crypto, into real estate, into the stock market in general? No, that's not what I'm saying. What I am saying, however, is that if you are an ambitious individual and you want to be free, not just make a lot of money, but have the possibility to control your own schedule and to do the things that you want. If you want to spend more time with your family, you could. If you want to spend more time on your hobbies, you could if you were financially free. Right now, you might be working a job that you hate and you don't see yourself sticking with that job for the next 10 to 30 years. And so while investing will make you wealthier long term, absolutely, it's the slowest possible route to financial freedom. Instead, you need to stop waiting for something external to change your financial situation. You need to take control over your own life and take responsibility for your financial situation, because no one is going to care about your goals, your dreams, your mission more than you. I would have never been able to go from only having $400 in my bank account to making upwards of $1,000 a day at only 21 if instead I had just decided to passively invest in the stock market to hopefully maybe one day be rich enough to finally enjoy life. You know, when you're 70 years old and you start to have back pain and plenty of health issues, and when a lot of people that you love are actually gone by then. Growing up in a lower middle class family, it's not like the people around me in my environment really had the mindset of, I'm going to do what it takes to improve the quality of my life. I'm going to make myself and my family financially free. I'm the first in my family to look for a way out, to think like this. And so growing up, it's not like people were talking about investing into buying real estate properties, into investing in the stock market, into building businesses, because people around me just had their job that they hated, they were underpaid, undervalued, they just had their paycheck at the end of the month, which actually barely ever increases over the course of years and decades, and that's it. They tolerated that mediocre position. They tolerated never going on vacation because they couldn't afford it. They tolerated constantly having to deal with chores, with issues like the car breaking down and having to fix things, and it's like, I couldn't tolerate that mediocrity, because it's not like there weren't many opportunities to make money and to build true wealth nowadays. You have to realize, as we're speaking, some 15-year-old kids make over $50,000 per month with faceless accounts, and you've never even heard of them. Now, can everybody do that? Should everybody try to become a business owner and make $50,000 per month? Well, obviously not. We need doctors, we need lawyers, we need plumbers, we need people who take out the trash. That's the truth. Otherwise, society wouldn't function. But my goal was never to tell everyone, become a business owner. My goal is to help ambitious people who know they are meant for more. The ambitious individuals who want to start a business so they can become financially free. So if your goal is to make a lot of money while you're still young, to enjoy your life as much as possible before it's too late, the best path to financial freedom is to start your own online business. And the reason why I say online business and not just business is because if you were to open up a brick and mortar business like a gym, a restaurant, a hair salon, you could be very successful with those kinds of businesses. The problem is they cost a lot of money to get started. If you wanted to open up a gym, there's a big franchise of gyms in the UK which is called a Pure Gym, and I read somewhere on a website which detailed literally everything, like how much profit they were making, how many gyms were in the world. It literally detailed everything. something, and the average cost to open up one of these franchises was a few $100,000. So if you're a beginner, you're 18, 24, 28, chances are you don't have $100,000 to invest. And sure, technically speaking, you could go to the bank, request a loan, or find a way to get investors to help you to, let's say, open up a franchise. That could work, except that if for some reason you can't make that business successful, now you've got hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt and you have to repay it all back somehow. So your life will no longer be your own. You will wake up just to go to work, just to repay your creditors, so you're not even working for yourself. The truth is, investing was made for rich people. It was never made to turn the average Joe into a multi-millionaire. However, with businesses, plenty of average people ended up becoming 6 to 7 figure earners and even more sometimes, because a business is the best medium, the best vehicle to make somebody wealthy even starting from scratch. Because if you wanted to become wealthier faster and you're just investing in the stock market or even in real estate, in crypto, you need to invest more so that you can become wealthier faster. But initially, how do you find that money? Because if you work a regular job, your earning potential is capped, unless you're like a sales guy and you earn commissions, and even then. But with a business, you can make $50,000 in a month. You can make $500,000 in a month, $1 million in a month. There are no limits. If you wanted to be paid $10,000 per month in passive income with the stock market, it would take you a lot of money invested up front, and it would take you decades to get to that point. Which is why, to help you, I've recorded a free video in which I'm going to analyze all of the most popular online business models. That way, you can figure out which one is the best for you to start. The link will be in the description below. Or, if you're ready to build your business, you are committed to becoming financially free, you can directly book a free call with me or my team, and we'll see if we can help you. Now, I really want you to understand the futility of life. In life, nothing is 100% guaranteed, ever. Growing up in a lower middle class environment, pretty much all the people around me, they were working a job that they tolerated, they didn't like it, but it paid the bills, it was okay, it was allowing them to live an okay life, and they didn't have that burning fire inside of them to obtain more, even though they spent most of their time complaining about not having more. But most of the people around me growing up, they all desperately waited for retirement. They were constantly saying, oh, when I retire, I'll be able to do this, I'll be able to travel more, I'll go watch more theater, I'll go and finally follow my passion. But the thing is, sure, most likely you will reach the age of retirement, but what happens if you don't? Are you willing to take the risk of never actually making your dreams happen? And even if most likely you do reach the age of retirement, then now you're like 70 years old, 80 years old, soon you will leave this world, you probably have low energy levels, you're probably dealing with back pains, with other medical issues as well, maybe you've got some kind of terminal disease, so you waited your entire life to finally enjoy your life. All of that because you weren't willing to take responsibility for your financial future. So to summarize everything we said so far, if you want to become wealthy, and that's the same process I'm following, and it allows me to make upwards of $1,000 a day at 22, the first step is that you need to take responsibility for your financial future, because no one is coming to save you. And I'm not saying that you can't or shouldn't invest in the stock market. I'm saying there is a time and place for everything. When you start to earn a lot of money, it makes sense to invest it to protect yourself against inflation and to keep getting wealthier for sure over decades. That's the smart way to go about things. But if you only make $1,000 a month, $2,000 per month, it would be very difficult to first save up $200 per month to $500 per month to invest them. And over the course of years, sure, it will make you wealthier, but it will take you decades. Whereas instead, you could build a business and within 12 months, you could be making $10,000 per month if you follow a proven step-by-step process. Now, like I said, in life, nothing is ever guaranteed, but one path is much faster and much more efficient than the other. So stop waiting for things to passively get better. Stop listening to the so-called financial experts who tell you to never spend $5 on a Starbucks coffee if you love those drinks. Like, what's wrong with that? I don't like Starbucks personally, but if you want to spend $5 on a Starbucks coffee, why shouldn't you be able to do that while you're alive? Why should you wait until you're 70 to finally enjoy life? It's kind of pathetic, especially considering the fact that some people drive $300,000 cars, they wear $100,000 watches, while you're still like, oh no, I can't buy a $5 Starbucks coffee. Now, step number 2 is to start an online business, and more precisely to sell services or consulting. It's with this business model I've seen the most amount of total noobs, complete beginners with no business experience, no previous skills, go from making nothing to making $10,000 per month, and even multiple 6 figures a year, and even multiple 7 figures per year. Because if you were to start a business like dropshipping, even if you made $10,000 in a month, you would only keep between 9% to 20%, because revenue does not equal profit. So out of the $10,000 you made with a business model like dropshipping, you would only keep $900 to $2,000, and that's before taxes. After taxes, if you do the math, you are more broke than somebody working at a fast food joint, even though initially you earned $10,000. Now finally, when you have a successful business, you make $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 per month, and even beyond, it's time to start investing, because you will start to stack up some cash in the bank, and because of inflation, if you don't invest that cash, it will lose value. You need to reinvest it. So step 3 is to, like I said, reinvest your money into your business first, and then into secure assets, things like the stock market. things like real estate, things that have been around for a while and will still be around in the next 50 years. But don't just rely on investing to hopefully maybe one day make you wealthy in the distant future. So look, you need to make a choice. You can keep watching YouTube videos on how to make money online, but doing that won't earn you more money. Or if you're committed to starting your business and becoming financially free, you can check out the free resources in the description below or directly book a free call with me or my team and we'll see if we can help you. That being said, if you found this video helpful, share it with a friend, and together let's blow up this YouTube channel to empower ambitious individuals across the globe to become financially free.